Okay, so it's just about the end of the second day. Today is Tuesday. To kind of recap just a little bit, the last 24 hours have been really intense. We've had a lot of fun, surprisingly, but somehow this was a lot of work and kind of intense. So last night we got out in the water. Hey, we're here, we set up camp. Let's do it, let's have fun. We're gonna catch our fish, everything else. Everybody's adrenaline was really high. We were like amped up for the whole drive over here, listening to sea shanties and dancing along. Like we were pumped to get in the water. We got out there and we got our butts kicked. It was extremely hard. The waves and the wind and the speed of the tides and everything else changing was so much that my kids couldn't even get in the water to catch any fish. And one of my buddies that came was in the water for maybe 15 minutes and gave up. We ended up catching 3 fish as a family, which was the hardest 3 fish I have ever caught. That was really tough, really tough. Inside of my waders, I was full up to about my knees, which was kind of uncomfortable and cold, but it's whatever. It's kind of all right, cool, it's par for the course. The night really was intense because it was so windy when we were setting up camp, and I didn't think anything of it. Cool, we're on the beach, it's Kenai, it's Dipnetting, it's been windy before, but our entire little gazebo, we had this little like sun shelter kind of thing set up, that flipped over on top of the tent, and it actually finished breaking 2 different poles, one of which was already bent in the tent. New tent is in the mail. Okay, it's not like I was intending this tent to last too much longer. We knew this was going to be the final ride of the Coleman Weathermaster 10. But we were like, wow, we thought we could squeeze out one more Kenai trip from it. And I don't know, the wind was too much. And I kind of like heard it crashing on us and like jumped out of bed, kind of like this stupid sleeping bag sack race style thing, and jump over and catch one of the poles as it was coming down, because I was worried it was going to hit my kids in their little bunk bed cots and everything. And my daughter woke up and she looks at me. She said, "What happened?" And I said, "The tent collapsed." And she just stared at me, and I kind of needed to say something else. I couldn't be like, "And we're all gonna die," so I was like, "But we're okay." And she said, "Okay," and then immediately went right back to sleep. And I don't know, I guess like I kind of felt bad there for a minute as a father, where I'm like, the tent is coming down, it's windy, it's raining, it's insane. I mean, like literally the tent is collapsing under the winds coming in from these Alaskan coasts and everything. And I was like, man, I'm doing a terrible job. Like, why did I drag them out here? And they didn't care. They were like, whoa, this is wild, this is so much fun, we're having a blast. Well, okay. They're Alaskans, they're just here to have a good time, and I guess they're having it somehow. So we woke up in the morning and we're like, well, let's try and go out there and catch some fish. And we did. We caught a bunch of fish, and we were like, all right, great, that's I think we caught 15 fish. And then we came back, decided to put them on ice, rebuild the camp a bit. We put all those fish in the truck, went to the store, finished rebuilding camp. We bought a new tarp because the last tarp for the tent was completely destroyed. I'm using one of the dip net poles to hold up one of the bent sections of the poles that hold the tent together. I can try and, I mean, it's a mess to try and get a shot of it. It's ridiculous. And we're like, okay, cool. Let's have a meal, and then, we'll celebrate and everything. So we went into town and we ate 2 small pizzas between the 3 of us. Just completely stuffed ourselves, really enjoyed the meal and everything. Came back and we're like, all right, you know, camp is put together, everybody's fed and everything, let's take a nap. And we all kind of just hung out in our sleeping bags. I guess kind of half see if the tent was going to collapse again under the weight of the new tarp and the wind and whatever else. It's not as windy right now, like that, and we're grateful for that. We managed to catch a few more fish after a quick nap. We're up to 22 total, so we're just shy of what we kind of set as like our personal quota for the day. Actually really good. We went and got some morale snacks, some candy and so forth to try and lift our spirits a little bit. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna drink drinks, we're gonna eat candy. We have a book that we're reading together as a family. We're gonna read that. We're gonna have ocean waves this time instead of 30-mile-an-hour winds that will lull us to sleep tonight. And then tomorrow morning we're gonna try and get after this thing again. Hopefully the waves are not insane, hopefully the fish are there, hopefully the kids' spirits are just as high today. I'm shocked at their ability to stay happy and motivated in all this, because I know if it was just me, I'd be like, well, damn, you know, this is tough, getting my butt kicked out here. But they're keeping their spirits are so high, they're keeping my spirits up too. Well, wish us luck that this makeshift kind of repairs that we've done to the tent hold up. Wish us luck that we get a good night's sleep. It's not too windy. The tides don't scare us like they did last night and get about 15 feet from the tent. Already checked the tides to see if they're gonna get up that high, and they shouldn't. And wish us luck tomorrow that we can catch some more fish, because this is how we feed the family. And thanks for the luck so far. This is there's no way that we would have somehow not had, you know, the sleeping bags still be dry. They're still dry right now and everything else without some kind of outside luck coming in. And I don't think that we, with the way that the water is right now, would have caught any fish if there hadn't been some kind of luck involved as well. So thanks for that.